This is the trading review for the 2nd of May 2022. I was looking at Apple and AMD, and I ended up taking 4 trades on AMD, and it's not a good idea, but I did it anyways. And we opened on the gray area on AMD, and the price ran up from the previous day close to R3. R3 had a nice value area here, and we formed a doji on the 5 minute candle, and we also threw a hammer on the 1 minute candle with some volume. So I was very confident on this trade. I didn't hesitate on this entry. We broke below the R3 level, and we also broke from the 1 minute candle. So I made my entry, and I gave it actually a fairly large stop loss, 30 cents, 32 cents, but it stopped me out. And after it stopped me out, it ran back down once again, and to the same entry that I had previously, and it stopped me out again. So those were my first 2 trades that I think were pretty valid. We had stacks at the bottom. It's just that the price was very volatile, and maybe I should have waited for a consolidation on the 5 minute, but you never know. Other times it run without me, so I was very concerned about missing out the trade just out of fear. So I'm gonna start with these 2 trades. The first one was an A setup. It was short. We had an inside day on AMD. We had a bearish. We opened. This one, it didn't work. How much slippage do we have? Did we make an entry after compression? I would say so. We broke this consolidation here, so I would say yes. We did have a 1 minute break, 5 minute break. We did have those things. We have a volume signal, and I had an A on psychological. So I think that was a good trade that just didn't work out. That's very unfortunate, and that's the end of my sample, of my trade sample. So I'm gonna continue here, the remaining of the trades. The second trade I took, maybe I should have stayed away, but it's also a pretty legitimate trade. Again, we were breaking down from the range. I just, this was more of a this is more of a subjective. I didn't do anything wrong here. I saw the setup. I follow it. It didn't work. So that's fine. The part where I messed up big time and I paid the price is on this third trade. Here I failed. I lost my head. So because this stock didn't work with my setup, I decided that the smart thing to do was gonna be to trade it. Ignoring to trade it base of the 1 minute candle. So you can see here that we had a like 1 minute breakdown, but we're kind of extended on the 5 minute. So I don't know about that. And we didn't really have volume on this drop. I mean, the price action was just baiting us time and time again. And this entry was below the 9 and 20 moving averages. But but it was done more out of desperation. I kind of forced the trade, so we'll see what it means. This trade actually was bad. This trade gave me uh, a heavy loss. Mm, we did not make an entry after compression here. We broke from 5 minute. We broke from the 5 minute as well, the 1 minute and the 5 minute, but the 5 minute was extended. We didn't have stats, but we didn't have volume here. I think this entry psychologically, I was done. Mm, what rules did I break? Late entry was a late entry on the 5 minute. This trade, I got stopped out, and I got stopped out with a heavy loss. Uh, a lot of slippage, and my last trade, the fourth trade that I took, so I was paying a lot of close attention to AMD because nothing else was trading well. So we were weak into the top side, but we were failing to make higher high on the 5 minutes, and then also we were failing to break to the top side, and we were not getting volume on the green candles. So we had the crossing of the 9 and 20 moving average, and the stock offered a nice opportunity on the 1 minute breakdown, and we were a little bit extended, but this candle just pulled back a lot. So this could have been a small candle, but it just pulled back on the last few seconds. So it looks kind of extended, but if you look at the 1 minute, it really wasn't. The price just pulled back a lot, and it ended up making a doji at the end. But it's still indecision. So I think it was a fair good entry. This one. I think this is a B at least. Made a short inside. Bearish inside. On this trade, we actually got back a lot of of ours. 3.7. Let's see. 4 is 100. .7 is it? I need to. So it's 3.8. So so I ended the day with a -2 loss on this occasion. So let's see, at 1.9. Very unfortunate. We did not add at a level. We didn't really have the opportunity. Maybe, yeah, without the first partial, no. This was a good trade. It's just unfortunate that I took that other second trade. I recovered. I didn't break rules on this trade. So yeah, so those are my 4 trades. I could have done a better job at avoiding the chop. The first 2 trades I think were unavoidable. Like I made my entries on really good setups. Both of them were equality. The third one I could have avoided, but this one had a clear signal and we got volume, so this entry was very good. And you can see we didn't get continuation, and we didn't get a move until 10:50. That was the move to get. Or even waiting in the afternoon at around 12:50. That's when you actually got the run to S1 and the previous day close. So in any case, maybe I should have chosen another stock to watch, but those were the 4 trades I took. An okay day. I hit max loss, but I tried my best on a tough day. So that's it.